Alright, for this one we have properties of triangles and circles. So for number 1, find the measure of each angle in the triangle below. So the main thing to remember here is that all the angles inside of a triangle have to add up to 180 degrees. So kind of like how we had to do in section 9.1 with the supplementary angles, how they had to add up to 180. Now for the triangle, all 3 of these angles have to add up to 180. So we want to do the 2x plus our x plus 30 plus our 2x minus 20. So all 3 of these angles have to add up to 180. So this is how we'd set up our equation first of all. Next, to solve, we want to combine like terms like normal. This time we have a 2x, we have x, and we have another 2x. So we have a total of 5x there. And then for our constants, we have a 30 and then minus 20. So we have 10 there, positive 10. And then it's still equal to the 180. And then we want to get our x by itself, so we'd want to subtract 10 from both sides. So we'd have 5x is equal to 170, and then divide both sides by 5. So here in this case, we have x is equal to 34. Just like before though, don't stop. Once you get your x value, we need to know what the actual angles are equal to. So here, for instance, for this top angle here, for the 2x, if we do our 2, I'm going to write it down below, 2 times 34, then we would get 68. So that means the top angle here is 68 degrees. And then you'd want to do the same sort of thing for each of those. So for the 2x minus 20, we would need to do our 2 times what the x value was, which was 34, minus the 20. So in that case, we would get 48. So that means this angle down here is 48 degrees. And the last one is x plus 30. So if we do 34 plus the 30, we get 64 for this last angle here. And if you double check, if you add up all those angles, it should add up to 180 degrees. For the next one, find the measure of the angle x in the circle below. So here you'll notice that the angle x is along the circle. It is inside the circle though, and the 86 degrees is on what's called the arc. This little part, let me highlight it here on the circle, this curve. So instead of it being an angle like we're used to, it is along the arc there, that part of the circle, whereas x is the angle formed from inside the circle there. So to figure out that angle, we need to do the 86, the angle of the arc, divided by 2. So here for our angle x, we would get 43 degrees. If it was reversed, if you knew what x was, if you knew the angle inside the circle and you needed to know the arc, then you would have to double it instead, because the angle inside is half of whatever that angle is of the arc of the curve there. So make sure if you do have questions on any of this stuff, make sure to ask like normal.